Hi and welcome. Today I want to talk about the three opportunities you have for personal change. They are, number one, yourself, me, your Royal Highness. Two, someone else and the way they affect you. And three, the environment you live in, the space you create around yourself. It doesn't work just to change yourself, and it doesn't work to blame others and ask them to change. And it certainly doesn't work just to change the environment, as I've learnt the hard way trying to help young Indigenous kids. So the interaction between the environment, the self and the other become the opportunity to change. Personal change in the environment affects the self. The self ultimately affects the environment. And what we want to make sure is that when we change or how we impact others, we also adapt our environment to suit that reflection. This is a very important three-phase diagram, and I have created it in order to give a broader perspective, a total human perspective on what it's required for personal change. The reason personal change quite often doesn't work is because people focus on one of the areas. So let's now talk about me, I, my Royal Highness. There are 7 levels. Maslow called it 5, and we grow up through those 7 levels of life. So we have an opportunity to become a highly engaged person at a personal level, or a very disengaged person at a personal level. And those 7 areas are our responsibility. We define those in the work that we do here as from got to, which is almost adrenaline pushing, to 100% love to, which is no adrenaline, complete presence, complete inspiration. Each of the 7 areas of life, of course, have their own hierarchy. And so there's 7 areas of life, 7 areas of opportunities for stress, 7 opportunities for balance, and there are 7 opportunities for love. And what we're recommending to you is to find 7 areas of love in your life. Love your work, love your health, love your financial, etc. So in terms of the personal areas of life, nobody treats you better than you treat yourself. If you don't like what you see, change your glasses, etc. Now, when it comes to changing others, that's where 30% of our personal change comes from. We have opportunity to change the way people feel about us at home, the way they feel about us at work, and the way they feel about us in society. In the workplace, every person draws upon themselves their own judgment. So nobody treats you better than you treat yourself. So the question will be, how much value do you add to others in the workplace? That will determine how they treat you. If you add very little value, they'll treat you with very little value. So that's very understandable and very simple. In society, friends treat you in the same way, that if you speak to them and speak to others and speak to the world in terms of the value of the world will treat you as having something to contribute. The Buddha said, teach them the illusion until they're ready for the truth. In other words, add value in the way that the world wants it to be added, not necessarily in the way you would like to see it. At home, your kids listen to you if you add value to their values. Your partner is attracted to you because you make their life better. Their life is defined better by their values. So we have 3 opportunities to change: workplace, society, and home, and change the way we influence others, and therefore they respond to us. Finally, my specialization, which is the environment, the way you dress, the way you decorate your office, the way you organize your thoughts, the way you organize your workplace, the way you organize your home, all add up to a homogeneous definition of a brand called you. And this is called your vision, inspiration, and purpose, because we dress for purpose. We always dress for vision. So the ultimate realization is that the way you treat yourself, the way you treat others, and your environment need to work hand in hand for real personal change to occur. And this graph is a spectacular drawing of the phases through which you go through. You first go through the self-improvement, you second go through the other improvement, and finally you end up with environmental improvement, environmental change on yourself. So this package is what we're going to go through in the 30-day challenge. 3 phases: self, other, and environment. And I hope that by going through this in the 30 days, you'll get a real good... This particular checklist demonstrates how You can go through and find out where in the 7 areas of life you need to work a little bit more diligently, or make a little bit more effort on creating change in your life. I hope this has been interesting, and I look forward to working with you over the next 30 days. This is Chris Walker. Bye for now.